from working on commercials to feature films. You are a very sought-after director in Hollywood and Bollywood. Why Dear Jassi, and why now?
I don't know about why now. That seems to always be the question. For me, I was ready for it 23 years ago, but it was just that a group of people I pitched it to, they just said, we want to be in business with you in the long run. What will it take for you to make a film? And I just said, this, and they didn't blink. They just said, okay, yeah, we'll make it. And it happened after 23 years of me thinking about it, it happened in 6 months. So I wasn't trying to make it for 23 years. I just thought I'd like to make this film. And then in 6 months, they said yes, and we were done.
What initially drew you to this story that you decided you wanted to tell this tale?
I'd heard that there was this conversation that a mother had with the people that had kidnapped her daughter. And it was just so horrendously disturbing that I just said, in what world then can that conversation even be believable? So it was reverse engineered from literally what the last shot of the film is. I thought of that conversation. I said, we make a world where this looks believable, you will break everybody's heart. And that was the intention, for just to find it was a telephone call that I heard about.
Now, you just finished up your second screening. How has the Santa Barbara International Film Festival been for you?
They've been great. Yesterday's screening was horrible, though. I think it was just too many. I think it wasn't for that audience. There is a lot of old people, and it was in the middle of the afternoon. This was a phenomenal audience. I thought they were really, really good. You could tell that I could feel their hearts breaking, and I was thinking, I hope you hang in there because it's going to get a lot worse. And they did. So it was a wonderful audience, and I had a great time at it, and great screening.
What does it mean to you as a director to be present at a screening? You gave a wonderful introduction before the film started. You gave some essentially warnings, or you talked to the audience before, which is a really unique thing for audience goers. So as a filmmaker, what is that like for you?
Well, I don't usually like to do that as an intro, but a friend of mine warned me. He said that people who come in cold on this film will, because the subject matter, be angry at you and not the perpetrators. And I just said, I don't believe you. And the first time I saw somebody cold saw it, they were so not ready for it that I just said, okay, the thing is when you release a film, by the time people have kind of read something and heard something, they don't just walk into a theater like in a festival. People are just, that's there, let's go see this film, and they were doing that. So I just said, I had to give a heads up because I could say, and that's what happened yesterday. A lot of people walked in late, they didn't hear my warning. And they were just freaked out on when the picture went south.
What is next for the film?
For the film right now, I'm hoping that right now there's very few people left that we have to actually show it to if they'll take it internationally. We're looking for a one-stop people. So I'm taking it to India in about a month and a half. And then I kind of want to go and show it to as many Indian critics and these things as possible to say that if they feel this is an important subject matter, can this be the next year's push for the Oscars? And that's the only way it'll get any sort of legs to get eyes. And I just think otherwise it won't. I've done too many cult films. I would like this one to be seen by people.
Well, then, speaking of what you've worked on, what is next for you?
I'm not sure. I was thinking of something else until 3 days ago, and I just read a script right now, and I'm going to come back in 2 weeks and have a chat with Warner's and see if I make that film first. But there isn't. I'm open. I would do a really boom Bollywood film or a completely different personal film that's turning out in New York. And there's about 3 or 4 projects, and in about 2 weeks, I'll decide.
Well, thank you so much, and congratulations.
Thank you for having me.